Good morning, moms. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I am so excited to talk to you all today. So, I have a lot on my mind right now, so I'm hoping that all the words will kind of come to me as I sort through this. But I want to talk about a recent pattern that I have noticed with a lot of my new patients. And really, honestly, a lot of my patients in general, women patients. So when you come in for a visit, I do a report of findings where we talk about all the stuff that we found throughout your visit and a plan to get you feeling much better, much healthier. And part of that plan is talking about your 3 top health goals. And I have noticed that us women, a lot of us have the number 1 health goal is the same for a lot of us. And it almost breaks my heart when I hear it because I feel like the health goal needs a mindset shift. And I often wonder where this goal comes from. And I can kind of tell you where I think it comes from. But if you want to guess, you can. I'll give you a minute. So the number 1 health goal that most women, most moms have is to lose weight. And I really struggle with this, and I actually try to redirect people because I feel like a lot of us have body image issues, and it's really not our fault. It's culturally, we have been set up to recognize that there's only one body that looks beautiful. I don't know where or when this got started, but it's very prevalent in just the media. Everything you see, it's in fashion magazines, it's on TV, and it's really like a $1 billion industry feeding our need to lose weight. For me, I feel like this health goal puts us in a situation where it's like where we are I'll be happy if this happens, I'll be happy then, right? And so we get into this self-loathing, this body shaming, this feeling bad for the way our bodies look. And if you have kids, kids don't really listen to they listen to your words sometimes, okay? But more importantly, what they do is they feed off of your energy. So, your kids kind of know if you're in a funk or not happy because they're picking up that energetic frequency that you're giving off. And I actually remember when I was pretty young, I don't remember exactly how old, but I remember probably about 7 or 8. I remember looking in the mirror and thinking my thighs were fat. Like, is that crazy? I feel like, I was never educated about my body. I was never taught the beauty of my body and really how the body works. So we get into this habit of like the perpetual diet. Do you have friends like that who are the perpetual dieters, right? They're always on a diet. They're always shaming themselves for what they eat. You're beating yourself up. And that does nothing to help you, right? Because we cannot hate ourselves into better health, right? So just for a minute, you cannot hate your body into feeling better and looking better. And I know that there are parts of our bodies that, we may want to shift or that we may want to change. And I like to focus on flipping the mindset on that health goal of losing weight. Instead of losing weight, it's how can we do things that help make our body feel better, right? So like drinking more water or eating a couple more servings of vegetables a week, or moving our bodies, right? To me, these are much more attainable and measurable health goals. Because what is your body weight? It's literally just a number on a scale. It means absolutely nothing. Recently, my life has just been really busy, and I have had to lean on convenience foods. And when it kind of started, when I started getting pretty busy, because I really do love to prepare food for my family, when I started to get busy, I was making myself feel bad and guilty for having to use convenience foods. And so I kind of just really took a step back and thought I could either feel guilty about feeding myself and my family convenience foods, or I could feel grateful that those convenience foods are available to make my life a little easier right now, because it's just kind of nuts. So in the moment, we can choose gratitude over guilt, because guilt is really hard when we're talking about our bodies and when we are, shaming ourselves and feeling bad about different body parts. Everybody has those body parts that they wish were a little different, that they wish that they could change. And for me, you guys may look at me, you're like, oh, Dr. Katrina, she's so petite, she's so little, she doesn't have any body image issues. We all have body image issues. I don't care how small you are or how tall you are or how big you are. I just feel like it's a universal thing. And I know that my mom had a lot of body image issues, and I definitely picked up on a lot of that. So having that awareness now, having 2 little girls, I'm very conscious. I don't want to give them body issues. I don't want them to hate areas of their body. A couple weeks ago, we were, rubbing lotion on our bodies, me, Avery, and Lila, and Avery said, "Mommy, look, our stomachs are the same." After 2 babies, your stomach does not look like it did pre-baby, right? So there's definitely some self-consciousness around that. And what did I say to her? I said, yeah, they do. I love my belly, because I do. You cannot hate yourself into better health. You have to love your body. You have to love what you have. So I wanted to talk about, has anyone seen that water experiment? It was done by a Japanese scientist, Masaru Emoto, and what he did is he had glasses of water, and he intentionally prayed over the water and sent love to the water, and then he took these microscopic images of what the water looked like, and it was these beautiful snowflakes and beautiful formations. And then he did glasses of water, and he said mean stuff to the water, and the difference from the love and the water and the hating the water was so apparent that what we say really does have a physiological effect, what we think. And your body is made mostly of water. So are you loving yourself into better health, or are you hating yourself, hating your body parts, hoping that you're going to get healthy? It just doesn't work that way. We are big Frozen 2 fans. If you saw Frozen 2, what did Olaf say? Water has memory. And he's right. Water has memory, and you cannot hate yourself into better health. You have to love yourself and love the body that you are in. So for me, a big thing about this is really breaking the cycle with my kids, right? I just think that the outside world is really intense, and there's only one image of beauty shown. And I love that line too, Jennifer. You can't hate yourself into better health. I want to shift that image. I want my daughters, and if you have sons, this applies to them too. Like, we cannot grow up hating our bodies because they don't look like other bodies. We have to love our uniqueness and give that to our kids. We have to, point out the unique qualities. Like, we rub lotion on our bodies and we're like, thank you, thighs, for running so fast. Or, thank you, arms, you're so strong. It sounds silly, but, with kids, you kind of have to be silly for stuff like that. And I really want my girls to grow up loving that body that they're in, because it's so important. It's so important, and it's taken me this long to learn that. I feel like I love my body now more than I did, and I've had 2 kids, and it doesn't look the same. I got wrinkles, I got cellulite, it sags. It's not the same. But the way I feel inside, I feel strong. I feel beautiful. And that's what I want my girls to feel. That's what I want my kids to feel. I want them to feel confident. I want them to feel beautiful. I don't want them to be on a perpetual diet. I don't want them to consistently wake up and think, well, I got to lose weight. I'm not losing weight. It's not changing. And I'm not saying that losing weight isn't a good health goal, because it may be a health goal that is attainable for you. But I feel like we have to shift our mindset. I feel like we really have to shift how we feel about our bodies and how we feel about our bodies now, right? Because you cannot hate yourself into better health. I will be using that forever. You can trademark me on that. You have to love your body now. Think about, like, if you have a goal to lose weight, how much better would it feel to actually be grateful for your body instead of guilting yourself all the time? Because that's no way to live. It's really difficult to live in that guilt. And let's be honest, mom guilt is, that's a whole nother level. And that's enough. You don't need to feel guilty about your body either. So let's shift the mindset. Let's shift our mindset. Let's shift our mindset on our bodies. Let's start loving our bodies now. And I think you'll be surprised at what your body does. I'm going to link the water experiment that I talked about in the comments so you all can see. I'm a very visual learner, and I just love that visual that he did. And it really makes a huge difference, because I'm choosing guilt over gratitude. Like, what are you choosing today? Are you going to be grateful for your body? Grateful that you have food? Grateful that your body serves you? Or are you going to feel guilty? Guilty that you're not the weight you're supposed to be? That you're not, as thin as you feel you should be? Because what it is just a number. It's literally just a number. It doesn't mean anything. Everybody has their own number. Are you healthy? That's what matters. That's what matters. And you can't hate yourself into better health. You have to love yourself now. So how are you going to love yourself now? How are you going to love yourself now? And how are you going to show your children, whether you have boys or girls, that your body is beautiful? That your body is beautiful. I love my body. You love your body. Our bodies serve us well. And when they don't, that's when you see someone, right? When it's not functioning like it should. That's when you do something. And self-care is more than massages. It's more than chiropractic. It's more than pedicures, manicures. Self-care, in my opinion, it starts with self-love. Self-love is the foundation, Because if you don't love yourself, who does? You have to love yourself, right? And so that's what I want my girls to know, right? It starts with me. It starts with me. It starts with loving myself. So I really hoped you all enjoyed watching. My rant is over. I'm very passionate about this topic because I think it's such an important one for us, especially for the future generations, because I was not taught about my body. I was not taught about the beauty of my body, and that is something I am consciously changing for my girls, because I want them to love their bodies. I want them to love themselves. So remember, you cannot hate yourself into better health. And what are you choosing? Guilt or gratitude? It's your choice. You get to choose every day and every moment. You know, we have moments where they're a little harder, and the next moment comes and you get to choose again. So I hope that you're choosing some love, compassion, and grace for yourself today. And love your body. Love that beautiful body that you're in. If you have enjoyed the content that I've been putting out, please invite some of your mom friends. I love educating you all on the different topics that keep us healthy and well. And I'd love you to invite your friends to join our group, join the conversation. And if you are local to Atlanta, we are having our self-love event this Saturday from 11 to 2. We'll have mini healing sessions. We are going to have, I posted some of the interviews in here, but we're going to have a sommelier who specializes in organic wine. We're going to have non-toxic skincare and sustainable fashion. So I hope to see you all Saturday. Thank you for watching this Wellness Wednesday.